Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. Today, we're going to look at the principles of speaking better. And these principles should not be any surprise to you. We've spoken about it many times in podcasts and also in lessons. So let's begin. The first principle is to make sure that you're moving your mouth correctly. As I've shown you on video clips as well as in our lessons, you really need to be pulling your voice down when you speak. So I want you to get the mirror and just spend a moment looking at how you speak. Most of us don't open our mouths correctly. We simply pull them horizontally from side to side. But the best way to speak is when you speak vertically, and that is pulling your mouth down to get the correct vowel sounds. Now, you can watch native speakers do this on the news and these things, and that's why some people think that British people always look very sad or somehow rude. It's because it doesn't look like we're smiling when we're talking. In fact, it looks like we are completely expressionless. The next principle which you need to be aware of and you need to carry with you is the idea of breathing. Now, most learners that I meet have a very broken form of speech. They tend to leave a lot of spaces between the words. For example, my name is Ian and I am learning English. That for us, this is the way children speak because they're not quite fluent yet. What you need to do is to take a big deep breath in and try to push the words out together, similar to music. If you were playing the piano and you played it note by note, for example, first note, second note, third note, there wouldn't be much of a melody there. And it's the same with speaking. So all we do is we take a big deep breath and we push out, breathing in, and we push out our breath. We push out the words with it. It's kind of unfortunate that in these days, many of us breathe in and then we kind of hold our breath tightly because we're too stressed to breathe out. So this should actually be very, very relaxing. The next thing is intonation and making sure your voice is going up and down when you're speaking. Because just as a melody is important to music, so is intonation. It has to flow. Those of you who have studied music will know that there are rules for that in music. You can't just press any key on a keyboard or a piano keyboard because it won't sound right. There's a science behind that. In order to demonstrate English correctly, the same kind of rule applies. You must give your talking a mood, and to give it a mood, you really must be able to move your voice up and down. That mood is set by the speaker or the author of the document that you're reading. So you just have to tune into that. There are no set rules. The next point of speaking better is about joining your words together. When a soft letter meets a hard letter, we're talking about sounds. So let's say a soft sound and a hard sound meet each other. They can be merged together. Let me give you an example. John asked if there's any ice cream. Now you can hear that the end of the name John, it's a letter N. And then in the next word comes the A for asked. John asked. So we simply take the last letter and we join it to the next word. John asked. John asked. Nasked. And again with the D and the I, John asked if there's any ice cream. John asked if there's any ice cream. So you can hear by moving the sounds in this case, the N sound and the D, you can get a much smoother performance. John asked. It becomes John asked if. John asked if there's any ice cream. And I dealt with the other spaces in that sentence by moving my voice up at those vowel sounds. John asked if there's any ice cream. So any ice cream just flows as one word as well. And to stop it all getting jumbled up, we have to stretch the words just a little bit. And that's it. That's really the key of speaking better. Of course, it takes a lot of practice, and I always tell everyone it's really important that you look at shadowing to continue with this, because shadowing is where you're going to see things changing. You're going to hear and you're going to demonstrate how someone else speaks by imitating them. Shadowing is a simple exercise. You listen to somebody else speaking, and you basically imitate what they say and the way they say it. So you don't just listen to the words. In fact, it's better if you switch off your thinker and just push out the words. Okay, very good, very good. So very nice, very nice. You just need to remember to take all of these points into account. Your breathing, your linking and blending, your intonation, your mouth movement, as we mentioned at the beginning, just to give yourself a smooth operation. And you do all of this really by just pushing your breath out more without any fear. And again, the way to practice is by daily shadowing. That's it from me. I'll see you all soon. Bye.